Hello there, welcome to the blacksmith shop at Plumas-Eureka Park. I am Tim and I'm a docent. This blacksmith shop is a recreation of a turn of the century 1900s type blacksmith shop. The bellows we're working today was patented in 1896, except for the leather. It's completely original. Bellows pumps air into this, which is a coal-fired forge. The coal burns between 1600 and 2400 degrees. Today I'll be making a chicken flipper, which is just a piece of 1/4-inch stock that is turned into a barbecue tool. The piece of iron is now at about 2000 degrees. I'm just going to run a little point out on it. And reheat it. Blacksmithing has gone on, or went on, for thousands of years, basically unchanged, until the early 1900s. They figured out how to make steel and get it to come out the same way every time by putting the exact amount of carbon in it. That started the Industrial Revolution and pretty much ended blacksmithing as we know it. The only thing that really remained of the blacksmithing trade was the farrier, because even with all the modern technology, they had to have somebody to put shoes on your horse. And that has pretty much stayed the same to this very day. What I'm making right now is a finger hole for the handle of the chicken flipper. A little finger loop in it. Now at about 1000 degrees, and we put it in the quenching bucket, swirl it around a little bit. That is your handle for the chicken flipper. Next we will put a twist in the middle for decorating effect. One of the major functions of a blacksmith shop for a hard rock mine was sharpening the drill bits. Miners used drill bits constantly to pound holes into the face of the shaft so they could fill them with dynamite and blow them up. And as you pound a metal bit into hard rock, the edges become rounded and you lose efficiencies. If we're to file it, you'd lose metal. If you were to grind it, you'd lose metal. And pretty soon you would have no drill bit. So what the blacksmith would do to the drills is put this drill bit, this is called a star bit, into the fire and get it to glowing heat like this, bright orange heat. And working in teams of 2, they would set this on a pad, take this, which is called a swage, slide that over the top of the drill. The other blacksmith would give it a couple good sharp raps, and you would have a nice sharp drill to take back up to the mines and get dull again by beating it into rock. But that's how they tunneled through the earth. Ornamental work here in the blacksmith shop. This really neat looking twist we put in the metal. It looks like it'd be a really hard thing to accomplish, and it's actually quite easy. Get the beads that you want twisted into a good bright orange color. Bring it over to the vise. Clamp it, put a twisting tool on it. After you've done that, it might have a little bend in it. To straighten it, you grab a wooden mallet and go to the anvil and straighten it till you're about happy with it, and quench it. And there you have a nice ornamental twist in the middle of your chicken flipper. This process is called drawing out. Basically, you're just putting a point on a stick. Squared off to pretty much a point, we will now round it off to pretty much a point. Took down most of the high edges. Now we'll work on it with a smaller hammer and get it to a nice round finish. We brush this to take the slag off and give it a nice clean effect. Now we got to put a little loop in it. Barbecue tool, locally known as a chicken flipper. Reach onto the barbecue and flip that chicken leg over, and it works better than a fork. Final piece of the process, we will cool it just a little bit and then start heating the whole thing. put a blacksmith finish on this. Now that you have it to a nice heat, you grab paraffin wax. Basically good and hot. Wax is burning instead of melting. And there you have a chicken flipper. A very warm chicken flipper. Cut in a wrap.